Hi, it's Candy. Welcome to the Art of Planning, where we know that planning can serve you very well in 3 different ways. And that's because it can be pretty, it can be very on purpose, it can be very, very powerful to you in planning your time and therefore in giving you actually a lot more time. So today what I thought I would do is I just wanted to show you a couple of accessories that I made for this week's plan. It's my first venture into accessories of any type. I had thought about doing it. I've seen gorgeous ones. I've purchased gorgeous ones, but you know what, a lifetime ago I used to be very, I guess, crafty, if you will, and then I started, gosh, I have actually started several businesses, and there just wasn't time for it. So you know what, you give up some things while you focus on other things, and this was just something that I gave up, were the things that I had fun doing. Isn't that crazy? So after I did this week's plan, which I had so much fun with, I decided that I was going to try my hand at some clips. So here is this week's plan. If you didn't remember, it's actually, I have to admit, my very favorite one. It has lots of sparkle, lots of shimmer, lots of glitter, but at the same time I think it's very sharp, very focused. I don't have anything written down because I actually did the video and it was on Monday, and then I really spent all day yesterday doing the clips. You know what? It's not as easy as just putting them together. There's some technique in doing some of these, isn't there, ladies? I appreciate some of y'all a lot more just because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know exactly what to do. So I really had to work at getting some of these done. The easiest one to do, and actually one of the most fun, were these little puffs. Now, I am not really a ribbon or a bow type person normally. I think these are just the cutest little clips. These actually come on a little set of 6, and there's dark pink, this color pink, I think this is the dark pink, and then there's a lighter one, there's a white and a yellow, there's a black and a gray. And they are from the pink paisley. Here, I wrote it down. They are from, no, I didn't write it down. Golly, they're from a pink paisley collection, which is, the pink paisley line is quickly becoming one of my favorite lines. Now, what I have found, and I'm still going to consider myself a newbie for at least a year, what I have found is, at first, I had no idea what lines I liked, and I'm still developing that kind of system, if you will. There are so many lines out there that put out so many great things. It just takes a while to see what you like the best. Okay, it came to me, Bella Rouge by Pink Paisley, and there is a whole line of products that they do in the Bella Rouge line. I just like what Pink Paisley does. I like other lines also, but I'm finding that I really like the Pink Paisley line. So literally what I did was I put some adhesive on the back of these. Now I still want to get some felt to put on the back of those. I don't have that done yet because I just finished these late last night, but I adhered them with the E6000. Now, what I also thought about doing was getting another flower, another bow, I think they're called, and adhering it to the back so I'd have one that was two-sided. But I thought I might run into some issues with that when I wanted to store these in my planner, when I wasn't going to use them, when I was just going to store them. I thought that might be a little problematic, so I decided not to do that at this time. So that was the easiest to get done. Then the one that I worked on the most were the lips. If you watched my last video, I told you that I am just all about gold lips right now. As a matter of fact, I saw someone shot on Instagram. It was a picture of some things at Hobby Lobby, and there was a black glass. It was like a to-go cup, and it had gold lips on it. Oh my gosh, I would like to find that. But it may have been an old photo. I'm not sure. It was in the whole group of things. And when I was at Hobby Lobby last time, I only get to go there very occasionally. I could not find that cup, but it was so cute. So I did these lip clips. And what I did was, after many trials and errors, I wanted them to be useful. I wanted them to look nice from both sides. And I wanted to offset them also, so possibly you could see some of the backing of the other side from the front and vice versa. So I put a backing on each set of gold lips. I laminated that, and then I offset them when I attached them to the glue, again using the E6000. So you can see it a little bit on that one. Let's see. This one, yeah, we got all those on. This one you can see too. Can you see those dots? Oh, what I did was, for purposes right here, this is the back of many of the pieces. This is the back of pieces. This is the back of pieces. Now you can't see it here as much, but this is a white background with gold dots. So each of the lips as attached has one backing on one side, one backing on the other. And for the most part, one side has a little bit of the sparkle and the other side doesn't. So I'll be able to switch that around as I want. It was just when I put a backing on it that was a little bit fun, will give me more versatile use out of all of them. And I just thought it was fun. Now, I'm not experienced like you guys are, and that was a job for me to figure all that out, how to do that, how to laminate it. The first set was a total bust. It was, woohoo. I started cutting them out and just was almost in tears because I'd done several of them, probably too many for a trial run, but the lamination didn't stick to the lips, front didn't stick to the back on any of them, so I had to totally start over from the back to get it done. So it was that just did not work at all. But I stuck with it. I redid it totally, and I have to say I totally, absolutely love them. Again, I adhered them with this E6000. Now, here's just a little tip for you that I read someplace, I don't know where, and if you were the one that I heard it from, hop on, and either on YouTube or on Instagram when I post this picture, or on both of them. Take credit for it, please. I just don't remember where I read it. It said whenever you're working with any sort of a tube like this, or anything that really has some sort of stick to it, to go in with Vaseline and put Vaseline around the inside edges here. That will keep your lid from sticking to the tube itself. And I'm thinking, wow, that would work great on fingernail polish. That would work great on other types of adhesive that are in this kind of tube. That has been wonderful. Now, what I grabbed, just because it was down here, I had it handy, it was small, I didn't have any Vaseline in the house. This is a Mary Kay product. It's called Extra Emollient Night Cream. It is like Vaseline. It's a very, very, very heavy cream with the same consistency. I put it on a Q-tip. I put it around the top of this, and wow, it has been absolutely wonderful. So I don't have any problem with the top sticking to the tube as I use it. I do it every time I use it. So maybe that's a little tip that will help you out with this. I'll show you this too. Here are the stamps that I used. I used this ink pad, got it at Hobby Lobby. I used this little stamp for the smaller lip clips. So you see the smaller ones here. And then I used this. This is a rubber, this is a clear, clean stamp right here. And Then I just got this. This was a set of two, a medium and a large clear block. I'm pretty sure I got that from Joann's. I have had this for a while. I just haven't used it because I haven't been using the stamps. I've been too focused on just stickers and book and stickers and book and stickers and planner. So now I'm venturing off into a few things. So that's what I use to make the lip clips. And I adore them. The other thing I used was I actually ordered these from Staples. I've told y'all I am not near anything. So I have to order everything online. And somewhere or another, I can't remember why, how, anything, I'm on Staple Rewards, so it never cost me shipping with Staples. Good idea. I love that. So that's what I used there. Okay? Then, the last thing that I did for the clips were these bows, which I love, love. I've been tying bows for an entire lifetime. Now, let me tell you, these baby bows, extra challenging. My fingers are not large, but these little baby bows are extra challenging. You don't have much room to work with, but I absolutely, here, let's get this done here. I absolutely adore them. So, there are my baby bows. And the baby bows, the way that I did those, I tied them, and then just because of the way I ended up finishing them off, the back looks as nice as the front does. My Christmas is going to be mostly in silver and golds. This will work right back into my Christmas colors also. These are the ribbons that I used to do them with. They are not wired. They don't have any support, any kind of wire at all. So it was really a challenge to work with these. However, I absolutely love them. So that will be, I mean, I'll spend time doing that because I do love them a lot. So, and to adhere those, get them finally to stay in the place I wanted with the tails, I again used the E6000. So those are my clips that I have finished off with for this week's layout, although I'm going to use them a lot for other things. So that's my first attempt. This little guy's just not going to stay, so he won that battle. Those are the clips that I have made for this week's layout, although all of them will move forward. I will do all of those in the future and on different things. The black, believe it or not, is going to work with my Christmas things also. I'm going to put punches of black in that. So I didn't feel bad at all spending that amount of time to coordinate with this, but also to coordinate with my Christmas things, which I will be starting on soon. If you have any questions, I was going to show you this. When I make bows, baby bows of any type, I use a floral wire. And when they're that little, I use a very tiny gauge of floral wire. I do double it, but I still want it to be very, very, very small. I use the wire nippers, and then I use those, and then I also use, these are just my scissors. They're kind of a little, what do I want to say, industrial kind of clippers, because I usually am cutting through a wire, through a ribbon that has wire edges on it, because it's so much easier to work with, and you can manipulate it to have the kind of shape that you want. So that's just in my kit for whenever I do wires. So those are the tools that I do the wires with. So I hope that was fun. I hope that it was informing. If you have specific questions of any kind, just leave it in the comments below. If you had fun, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you will, go ahead and subscribe. I look at the statistics, and I see so many views on these, and our subscriptions are growing, and I'm so excited about this, but I would love to have a great big community of subscriptions. That would be so fun. But also, you guys that have subscribed, I appreciate you so much. I'm loving doing this so much, having so much fun, and I would love to have you guys join us as subscribers. And thanks. I want to reach out and get all of you a hug that are subscribers. I appreciate you so very much. So thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. My next plan video is to do a haul. I haven't done those in a while, and I'm actually going to get that up pretty quick. So see you soon, and enjoy your art of planning. Bye.